guns trained at the base of former Republican Congresswoman Bish.
She's a radical war hawk. Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her, okay? Let's see how she feels about it. You know, when the guns are trained on her face.
In the final days, Trump lost both the popular vote in 2020 and the Electoral College, insisting he should never have left the White House.
He shouldn't have left, I mean, honestly, because we did so well.
And he's already questioning this election.
And tonight, the first clues from the preliminary exit polls, voters from early voting and from in-person voting on this election day, reached by phone, text, and email. Voters were asked what was their top issue. Out of the 5, the state of democracy topping the list. 35% said it was their top concern, 31% said the economy, 14% abortion, 11% said immigration, 4% said foreign policy. Voters were asked, do you believe our democracy is secure or threatened? More voters say it is threatened than secure. 73% said it's threatened. 25% said democracy is secure. And on candidates' favorability, 44% said they see Donald Trump favorably. 54% see him unfavorably. 48% of voters said they see Kamala Harris favorably, 50% unfavorably. They are preliminary exit polls from across the country. It is still very early. John Carl standing by here with what he's just learned from his sources inside both campaigns tonight, how they're feeling about the early vote and what they're now seeing today on Election Day with turnout. We begin here with ABC's Barry Bruce on the Harris campaign.
Tonight from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to Snellville, Georgia, and Detroit, Michigan. Long lines of voters snaking through the battlegrounds as this hard-fought election finally draws to a close.
Have you voted already? You did, thank you.
Washington, D.C., Vice President Kamala Harris making a surprise stop at the Democratic Party headquarters, working the phones, speaking to voters, and even their children.
What's your name?
Harris closing out her campaign with an upbeat, optimistic tone, not even speaking Donald Trump's name in the final 24 hours, which culminated in a massive rally at the Rocky Steps in Philadelphia.
My entire career has been driven by a singular purpose: to fight on behalf of the people. On behalf of the people. And it is my pledge to you that if you give me a chance to fight on your behalf as president, there is nothing in the world that will stand in my way.
Before, Harris going door to door in the must-win state.
I just wanted to come by and say I hope to earn your vote, and I wanted to just thank you for just giving us the time.
Pennsylvania, the linchpin of her strategy. The Harris campaign telling us they knocked on 100,000 doors there this morning alone before 11 a.m. An all-out effort to get out the vote. Former President Trump, meantime, visiting his campaign headquarters in Palm Beach, Florida, sounding confident.
It's too early to congratulate, but we are hearing its record numbers.
Across the battlegrounds, election officials say the vote is going smoothly.
We'll see what turned out to the other campaign. Former President Donald Trump closing out his campaign with 3 stops in the battleground states, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and tonight he'll be in Michigan. ABC's Rachel Scott on the Trump campaign.
Tonight in North Carolina, Donald Trump and the closing argument his team was hoping for in the final days of what he says would be his last campaign.
But I'd like to begin by asking a very simple question. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? And I've asked that question so many times, I've never had one hand go up for the other. With your vote tomorrow, I will end inflation. I will stop the invasion of criminals coming into our country.
The former president calling this the end of one journey and the start of a new one.
This is really the end of a journey, but a new one will be starting, and that's the one we wanted to partake in, which is basically to make America great again, and now we'll have a chance to do it after today.
In these crucial final hours, Trump also taking time to do an interview on the podcast with New England Patriots coach Bill Belichick.
this is more exciting. I hate to say it, Coach, but this is more exciting